Well, we're down at the Serpentine with John and Dermott from RG Active. We've just had a coaching training session with some press for the Hyde Park World Championship Series race. How was that, guys? John?
Good fun. It was a mix of abilities and everyone with a common goal and interest, so it was nice to get in the relatively clear, relatively warm Serpentine for the first time this year.
I mean, it's a nice place to be on a Tuesday. It's lovely and sunny.
Yeah, beautiful day today, but whether it will be like this come September, we don't know.
So, I say there was quite a range of abilities. Quite a few people actually racing the World Championship Series race, which was always good. And you went for a swim? Took them for a...
Yep, just put them through their paces. Blue 70 were here, so everyone got the opportunity to try out the different Blue 70 wetsuits. And yeah, some of them were more experienced than others. We got to do a little bit of sighting, a little bit of stroke adaptation, general open water swimming basic stuff.
And have you swum in the Serpentine before yourself?
Many times.
Familiar. Dermot, I saw you put them through some transition practice. How was that?
Yeah, it was good. Like John said, a mixed ability. So what we did is we tried to offer them a couple of different solutions for the transition, how to set the transition up on the race day, what to expect. And if anybody wants to try the elite method of transition, the shoes stay on the bike, etc., then we tried to help them out with that, with varied success, but I think that they all got it towards the end, yeah.
Well, we obviously noticed the British age group champs at the race, and there was racing last weekend which was pretty frantic, I believe. You raced, John? Yeah,
it was a lesson learned, I think, that I need to train a little bit more for me and less with some of my clients. But it was really good to see the number of quality athletes out competing for a spot at this event here at Hyde Park. It's I forgot how many good age group athletes there were in this country.
I mean, there's a lot of talk about legacy, but you only have to remember 2012 and the racing that we saw here, and to be able to have the grand final is going to be pretty impressive, I think. Robert Pousseau, the race director, was pointing out that there was 5,000 people coming from different countries to come and race, you know.
Yeah, and then British Triathlon have said that they want to potentially have the biggest age group team ever at a World Championships, which, based on the attendance at Nottingham last weekend, I don't think they'll have a problem filling every single available spot. It's and the fact that we've got the grand final here the year after the Olympic Games just makes it that little bit more special again.
And the ITU Racing Series has been hotting up, and the Brits have been doing really well. Obviously on Sunday, Madrid with Non Stanford and Johnny Brownlee. Are you looking to race?
No. Gone are my days. I'm a been there, done it, as opposed to doing it right now.
So away from the event and back onto RG Active, I mean, it's been a busy year for you guys.
Yeah, it's only the start of the summer, obviously, but the company's grown that we're 12 months a year now, instead of just really being a triathlon and a summer brand. But the growth, as you said about the legacy from 2012, the numbers that we're seeing at specifically the open water swimming sessions are fantastic. So many different abilities that we're working with, and will continue to grow as the sport grows within the country, really. I
mean, you're obviously training and seeing a lot of different athletes. I mean, are you seeing more Ironman athletes, more shorter distance? I mean, what's out there?
We're seeing more across the board, I think. We started off, our target audience was always people coming into the sport and being London based, and the London events that we've now got, bringing in so many new people to the sport, that was an obvious target audience. But as we've grown, I mean, we've seen over 2,000 people in the month of May alone, which is amazing for any sport, I think. So it's nice to sort of be leading the way, I suppose, in terms of the way coaching is changing and offering mass participation coaching as opposed to the sort of more generic one-to-one stuff. And yeah, it's great to be sort of involved with the sport in these exciting times, for one of them.
Sure. I mean, the other thing we noticed, I mean, on Sunday, BBC showed the Madrid race for 3 hours, which is certainly something I've never seen before, which was really good to see.
Yeah. Yes, it's getting massive amounts of TV exposure, and okay, sometimes it's not always the best sport in the world to watch live, but now we've got celebrities such as Alistair and Johnny and Helen Jenkins and some of the other names now that are becoming more recognisable. People are keen to sit there and support their national athletes, and it's brilliant to see.
And what's the rest of the year look for you guys then? Lots more training?
Yeah, lots more training, lots more coaching, a few races ourselves, but don't really have time to race too much ourselves. It's more a case of looking after all of the guys that we coach. But yeah, hopefully the summer continues, the sun shines, and we'll be down at races like this in Hyde Park, obviously London Triathlon and all over the UK.
And people come along and see you?
Hopefully so, yeah.
Yep, come and see us at sessions, events, all the other cheesy sales pitch stuff that we need to add into these videos. So
it's www.rgactive.com, right?
Yep.
Well, I'll wrap it up there, because I'm sure you two guys are looking for an ice cream in this lovely hot weather.
No, we don't. Healthy eating.
Thanks for your time, and yeah, hoping to catch up with you later on in the season.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.